Yeah. hmm Well, the proctologist said it's nothing to worry about. It's just hello. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Tom, and today I have another episode of Weird and Wonderful Animals. First question: do you like my hat? It's actually my dad's hat because his mother didn't have that. But here is the hat for today's video, isn't it? Great. Today was originally supposed to be a different animal, the next one on my list. But I recently saw another animal that I just had to talk about. It is the perfect fit for this time of year because it is called the Christmas tree worm. Aside from the fact it's called a Christmas tree worm, it has absolutely nothing to do with Christmas. That's beside the point. You know how this works? I'm going to hurl 10 facts in your face, attempt to draw the animal, and then brag about how good my drawing is, even though I've spent 10 minutes telling you that I can't draw. But really, I'm really bad at drawing. Here is a picture of the worm. It's really, I wouldn't say it's cute, but it's nice to look at, isn't it? As you can probably tell, it's literally just a sea worm that has Christmas tree things on its back. Things that resemble Christmas trees. Fact 1. These trees are actually called plumes. Now, I did geography, and to me a plume is a big swelling of magma. So, I just want to do this plume. And these plumes are used for feeding and respiration. Respiration, some might say, is just breathing. No! Respiration is not the same as breathing. Breathing is when air is inhaled and exhaled. Respiration is the process of obtaining energy from molecules like glucose that are inhaled when we breathe in. Learn the difference because it's probably on your biology test. Yes, I'm smart. I mean, I probably just helped you pass your biology test, but you probably should Google it just in case because I'm not Albert Einstein. Fact 2. The worms live in tropical coral reefs, and they actually live in tubes in the coral. Most of their body is in that tube, with just a small amount of their body and the plumes being able to be visible. If you're in a tropical reef, the chances are you probably won't spot it unless you're like a wildlife photographer who's got like a zoom in, or you're one of those people that loves Christmas so much that you'll just immediately be drawn to something that looks Christmas tree shaped to me. 3. The worm will actually settle on the coral when it is larval. Now, larval is a word that I stole from the internet, and it means that it's a baby form of an insect, a worm / other things, and it hasn't grown into adult yet, like me. Then the cool thing is that the coral will actually grow around the baby, so, you know, it's got a house forever. What? That's cool. That's so not cool. I'm just saying, if you're claustrophobic, you're screwed. Me. I'm claustrophobic, but I'm also a bit agoraphobic as well, because I don't really like the outside. Fact number 4. In contrast to what I was just saying, because I didn't read the script I've got right in front of me here, I'm trying desperately to be funny, it's not working. The worm actually builds this tube itself from pooping out a compound called calcium carbonate from sand and the crap that's on the bottom of the floor. You could probably build a tube from my floor, it looks dirty. Examples in real life where this is found, calcium carbonate makes up limestone, which is like cliffs, like White Cliffs of Dover I believe are limestone, not totally sure. And pearls. You're listening now, aren't you? What's cool is, and yes, I'm using that term again, very loosely, it also builds a trap door. So when it is threatened, the worm retreats back into the tube and shut the front door. Shut the front door. 5. I got it right. Let's get to the question on everyone's mind, if not just my mind. How do they mate? Well, the answer is very carelessly, my friend. Actually, they don't technically mate at all. The male and female will just exert the sperm and eggs into the ocean and hope for the best. I mean, lazy. What kind of reproduction is that? What if you're just an innocent little fish just swimming along, minding my own business? Oh, all of a sudden the water's getting very cloudy. Crap, it's sperm. Am I pregnant? Fact 6. Sorry, that seemed a bit rude. These worms can live up to 40 years. You're saying 40 years, so what? That is like 400 years in our years. You old. Obviously, no wonder they don't leave their tubes. They literally just stay in their tubes the whole life, because if they move, they'll just crumble to bits. Fact number 7. These worms are major hypochondriacs because any change in their environment around them, they'll retreat back into their tube and close the front door, which, by the way, has spikes on the front of it. I wish that was my front door. Do you want to buy some new windows? No! Dead. Seriously though, light, movement, touch, heat, anything like that in their surroundings, they'll say hell no and get the hell out of there. Well, down. Kind of like me. Fact 8. Since they're majorly reclusive worms, they have virtually no threats, except things like global warming, which is obvious for all animals, and something called ocean acidification, which means if the ocean gets too acidic, calcium carbonate minerals in the water will be reduced. You know, the stuff that they use to build their freaking house. Can you imagine? Global warming causes a depletion in bricks. Oh God! Homeless worms, people, we cannot let that happen. Fact 9. Do you like that? They are filter feeders, which means they filter out the crap and eat the rest. Seriously, wish I could do that. I am such a fussy eater. They trap their prey, which is like plankton and crap, you know, not SpongeBob plankton, like just real plankton. Because real plankton aren't great. In their Christmas trees, and then guide it towards their mouth appendage things, it's not really a mouth, which digests the food. One of the only times in the world that I don't want to be near a Christmas tree. I'll get digested. Fact 10. Even though they are very private animals, retracting into its hole faster than Justin Bieber sends a tweet to Selena Gomez saying they want to get back together, some fish still manage to nip at their appendages. And what's weird is that despite how fast they are, fish actually take chunks out of them. The closest I can probably get to that is when we were little and my sister's 2 years younger than me. So we would sit on the settee and she would go around and crawl around biting our knees. If it's anything like that, it hurts like hell. Okay, so those are all the facts that I have. No, literally, there was only like 10 facts on the internet. And now it's time to draw. Now there are no pictures where you can see the whole worm, for obvious reasons, because if you're wondering why I haven't got a whole worm picture, then you clearly weren't listening to my facts, so please go back and listen to them again. Although I completely understand, because even I switched off in the middle of that. This is the picture I'm going to use. Is it? As usual, I've got my 2 pencils. I'm going to do a time lapse. So in 3, 2, 1, let's draw. Time's up because I don't like it. So let's just refer to the picture again. So what we've got here is a really nice looking bunch of mess, really. It's just a lot of spikes, isn't it? And 2 spikes sticking up and a few spikes sticking out. So this was really difficult to draw. So let me show you mine. I'm not proud of it this time, like I said I would be, and last time I was. Because I didn't really know how to draw it. So here it is. Yeah, it's basically, I've just drawn 2 sticks, put circles around them going, decreasing in size so they go up, and drawn a load of like, what lines coming out of the circles. There's the head, coral, the hole it lives in. So, yeah. I mean, if I was selling this, I probably wouldn't sell this one. But we're going to give it a name anyway. So let's make it something Christmassy. Candy cane. The Christmas tree worm. So we've got Candy cane, the Christmas tree worm. He's really not good. But, yeah, I'll just move on. So, that is all I've got time for, because I don't really want to show you that anymore. So make sure you comment, like and subscribe, do all the good stuff. I'm going to go, but this time I'm not going to show off my creation. But no, I didn't draw it.